Well, I want to, first of all, to apologize for arriving late due to another meeting, and also to congratulate the table for the excellent exposition that you made. As I said before, my question was mainly for the Commissioner Damanaki, but I will stress the point that I wanted to bring to discussion anyway. We have been talking about subsidies and also to the subsidies as feeding these overexploitations of resources. I heard also that we have to diminish the fleet. I never heard, except for Luis Rodrigues, to talk about the artisanal fleet, but I didn't hear here the distinction between artisanal fleet and industrial fleet. And we have to make that distinction. They are totally different. We are talking about not only different sizes of boats, but also a different relation to the environment, and a different relation at the social level too, because most of the artisanal fleet is for family income. And they generate not only a very specific and small economy for their own, for the family, but also a dynamic at the coastal area that is very important for society in general. So I truly believe that we should not start to discuss some of the issues that were brought out here to the table, namely the subsidies and the loss of jobs, without making a very good definition of what is artisanal fleet, industrial fleet, and to establish a different regime for both of them. Because we know perfectly well that it's not an artisanal fleet that is having a big impact on the natural resources. And if we don't make that distinction from the very beginning, instead of giving a step ahead in what we want for this reform, as it was said, this has to be a very strong reform, because this is the last chance, perhaps, that we have to have a fisheries sector balanced and able to the challenge of the future. But we have to put everything on the table and to organize our ideas around these different issues. So for me, this distinction is paramount. And only after this distinction is made, we can start discussing the other issues that were dealt here. And let me just add a very small comment still about the distinction about artisanal and industrial fleet. What is artisanal and industrial is not the same from north to the south. We have to look not only to the size of the boat, to how many persons are working, fishermen are working on that boat, but also to the capacity of fishing. Because we know that there are some regions in the European Union where a small boat with 1 or 2 fishermen has a very strong, high capacity of fishing. And another boat that is larger, with more fishermen on board, they have a lower capacity of fishing. So all these issues should be taken into account, because we have to have a strong CFP, but also the support of the sector. And in order to have that support, we have to be fair in addressing all these points. Thank you.
You're absolutely right in your statement.